How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about SNDL Sundial growers. Of course, they ended up pulling back today, but I want to make sure I give you guys an update so you know what's going on and what you can probably look forward to going into Friday. So before we get started, of course, we got to go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, just want to let you know you can find timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, then I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing that we're going to be going over is the technical analysis. We want to take a look at the overall price action. We want to see the range that it's trading in, and we also want to see what does the volume look like, because this does have an impact as far as how the stock performs. And then secondly, then we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. We're going to be taking a look at the borrow fees and as well as the history of the short volume ratio. This will give us a good indication as far as price direction. And then afterwards, we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know, are institutions loading up on SNDL? What are the inflows? What are the outflows? We're about to find out. And then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for SNDL Sundial growers. Let's see how it's performing so far on the day. So right now the price is at 81 cents, and on the low it tested 80 cents, and on the high testing 86 cents. And of course, at the time of this recording, it was down 2.75%. When we take a look at the volume, we could see here it's at 97.074 million. And as far as for the average over the past 10 trading days, it's around 97.332 million. So will it be able to actually surpass this by the end of the day? Hey, you guys can update that and let me know inside the comments. So we are using the 1 year daily chart. When we take a look at the RSI down below, we can see it's right around 38.80. So it is in the oversold territory. When we take a look at the indicators on our chart, we are below the 100 day, the 21 day EMA, but we are sitting on the 200 day. So when it got down to 80, this things can get very interesting here. And this is where I say, if you believe in the long-term prospects of SNDL, then look at this as an opportunity as far as adding to your position. If it does decide to pull back further, you guys know this, and I say this all the time, when it's in that mid 70 or even the low 70 range, this is where I actually like to load up on SNDL, because I feel like, hey, that's just me. I like getting my shares at a discount. And also, it just makes you maximize your gains in regards if you're looking to actually swing it to when it pops close to $1 or at $1 or above. We've also talked about the 100 day in previous videos. If it's able to pass this area of resistance here, we can look forward to seeing some strong momentum. But for the most part, I like trading off of this particular range between anywhere in that 70-cent range to $1. So what we want to look forward to as far as this week progresses, tomorrow's actually Friday. So as far as Friday is concerned, I won't be surprised if SNDL continues to trade within this tight range that it's been doing all week. And what that range is pretty much at 90 and in between 80 cents. So we're on Fintel. We're going to take a look at the short interest information for SNDL Sundial growers. So we can see here the short volume ratio being at 30.31%. As we scroll down on the page, short shares availability is at 7.9 million, updated 10 minutes ago, and the short borrow fee rate is at 1.27%. When we take a look at July the 14th being the latest date, we have it here at 39.59% for the short volume ratio. So let's just call that 40. So being at 40%, that's definitely fairly high. We weren't back on this particular level when we could see here on July the 7th, we were at 40.85. So SNDL, yes, does continue to have a lot of short squeeze potential, a lot of shorts that are vested in this stock. But of course, if you've been in SNDL long enough, this is something that you're already aware of. So what does this mean? You're going to continue to see a lot more volatility in the price, and as well, you're going to see more manipulation. It's part of the reasons why I talk about, as far as when SNDL does hit that $1 mark, it's usually a fairly quick move, and then you always end up seeing a pullback and so forth. But like I said, if it gains a lot of momentum, being above $1 and there's a lot of buying volume, then definitely we can force a short squeeze here and see some more stronger upward movements in price action. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for SNDL. So we could see here on the inflow we had 26, and on the outflow we had 26. We had 0 on the large for both. We have 16 on the medium for inflows and also 11 on the small. And then for the medium on the outflow side, we had 15. and then on the small, we had 11. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, it continues to be zeros down the board. So no institutions are taking any large scale orders in SNDL whatsoever. So what does this mean? It's just more so a presence coming from the retail investor side. And this is part of the reasons why there's so much volatility in it. Even when we take a look at the shareholder ownership, it's mainly made up of retail. So this is part of the reasons if you end up seeing pullbacks inside the market, of course, SNDL is going to be one of those stocks that's going to be impacted by it. So now let's jump into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts for SNDL Sundial growers, with the volatility that we saw inside the market today, it was of no surprise that it was going to pull back. This had a big time impact on pretty much all the stocks within the sector in regards, if you're taking a look at the SPY, you're taking a look at tech stocks, and I'm talking about from small to medium to big cap. So when you see this pullback, don't be concerned. Don't be bothered by it. I get those comments inside the comment section. Why is SNDL going down? So it's very key that you know what the conditions of the overall market look like. When you see pullbacks, when you see corrections, when you see stocks going down, these are opportunities. I tell you, the best time to buy the stocks, especially the ones that you really do believe in, are on red days when the stocks are down. Do not get into the habit of just buying stocks when it's green days or when it's already ran up. This is a bad habit to have. These are opportunities that are presenting itself. Also, if SNDL does decide to pull back even further, I was telling you guys, if it gets down into the 70 range, then you already know that's when I'm going to be looking to get into actually my position and adding a bit more. Why? Because then I can trade off those fluctuations. I already know SNDL does that pop to $1. This is where I find the opportunities here. I stick to the game plan. That's my strategy. I don't buy on highs. And this is the reason why, especially, I make this a focus and I do these lessons every day inside my private group. You can check out the link down below if you want to be a part of it. But one of the things that I also want to let you guys know, tomorrow is going to be Friday. We also do know about all of those call options. I do believe there's going to be further manipulation in SNDL, and I won't be surprised if it continues to trade in a tight range that it has been trading in. So just be prepared. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.